Hi, beloved. It's the Christ. I love you, God. Love you. Today is December 21st, 2021. Excuse me, 2022. December 21st, 2022. Today is winter solstice. I love you, God. Love you, the Christ. Today is winter solstice, and we love the winter solstice. This is a great day to celebrate the close of the year. This is the natural day that the sun and the earth communicate that this is going to be the shortest day of the year, and after that we're going to transition from these short days into longer days. It's going to look like I'm down and out for 3 days, but these days about to get longer because we're in a different cycle now, and that's important. And that's important to know where you are as an individual in the cycle, because these things are a representation of what's going on in our life, and that's why we like to celebrate what's real. We don't celebrate Christmas because Christmas reinforces that if you be a good boy or girl, there's a being out there that's going to come around and magically give you gifts if you being good. But if you're not being good, you're not going to get that gift. And that just reinforces that mental oppression or that mental slavery of Jesus. So you have Fat Santa. Fat Santa comes every year for the good boys and girls, but not for the bad boys and girls. And Skinny Santa comes once in a lifetime for the good boys and girls, but not the bad ones. And the bad ones might even get punished. They might go to hell or bad punishment. So we don't want to perpetuate these bad ideas with these mythologies because they hurt us in our day-to-day existence. So we want to have a real spiritual practice. Now, if you have a daily spiritual practice, that's good. If you have a weekly spiritual practice, I should say, then that's good. We appreciate any spiritual practice that you have to keep you really in remembrance of God. That's what your spiritual practice is doing, is to keep you in remembrance of God, keep you in remembrance of what's good, and keep you reminded to be your best self so you can live your best life. When you are doing the thing to be your best self, you're going to be living your best life. Your best life is built on how you build it. And they come together. Your best self and your best life come together. We want to help you achieve your best self and achieve your best life by going through the degrees of God and knowing what's real and what's fake in your existence, and by having a strong spiritual practice. And a strong spiritual practice is a daily spiritual practice. That's what we do every day. And how we start our day, so it keeps breaking down smaller and smaller. From, you know what, I go to church every week, to no. Every day I get up, I break fast a certain way. I eat a raw vegetable, maybe a carrot, mostly carrots, but sometimes it's celery, beet. I've used onion and garlic raw. Boom. I've broke fast with anything out the earth that's natural, uncooked, and you can too. A lot of times we use cucumbers. Cucumber is a fruit, but it's not sweet, and you can break fast with a fruit. You can break fast with a cooked vegetable, really, but the cleaner you do it, that's just how you start in your day. Those are your intentions. You start in your day with this intention. You get your stretch or your exercise or your warm-ups in, you get some stuff taken care of. You get at least, if you don't have time to do anything else, we take that morning time to get our breaths and get centered in ourselves so we can be ready for the day ahead. And periodically through that day, we take time. It don't matter what the deadline is. It don't matter how much they're paying us per hour. None of that matters. Our time and ourself and our mental health is more important than these jobs and these social constructs that we create for ourselves to live in. We are human beings first. And as human beings, we need time to know what's going on, to be comfortable. And our body needs to be comfortable, and our minds need to be comfortable. And we want to help you get comfortable in what's real and carry that over from your daily spiritual practice so you can see the results from year to year. And as we close out this year, we know we're closing off in a good note and beginning on a great note. And we start in ours in the next 3 days. This is where we start our thing, when the sun and the earth communicate that we're going to be getting longer days. That's the dance. We're doing the dance all the time. And we don't need a bunch of fake religions to teach us how to dance. these two left foot religions out here, Islam can't do no dancing. They can't do anything. They can't celebrate. Christianity can't dance. They can't move. And God likes to move. God likes to dance. God likes to do a lot of things that are wholesome and good. God likes to make, see the children growing up strong and good. And God likes to see the fathers in the house with the mothers and the children. God likes to see certain things. And there's certain things God don't like to see. So God don't like to see a bunch of fake religions or fake beliefs that keep ingrained these bad understandings in our existence. God wants us to understand the truth of our existence, and then we can move that forward. And we start by doing it day to day to day as our daily practice. We get up and we live our life a certain way with the full and divine understanding that time is more valuable than money. That's it. This is our time on earth, and we're going to use it to do what's right. And we're going to, do what we got to do to live, but the world is different now. I don't chase down animals and jump on them and get them no more. We still grow our own food, which is good, and we should grow our own food. But a lot of the process of getting food has already been done for us. It's prepackaged food now. So what am I supposed to do? Sit around and eat this food and get fat? Now we need a new process. Now food is a kill. We got food in abundance. Now, let's make sure we get this food to the people who need the food without getting gouged by these corporate greed. Let's get affordable housing to the people who need affordable housing without all this red tape. What are we getting hung up with? This is the things that we need. We need affordable or free healthcare, affordable or free education, free education across the board. These are our resources that we're using. This is our land, these are our resources. And we want to help use them the correct way. We want to help make sure that people have power. And Christ comes to bring power back to the people. And they don't want Christ to be on earth giving power to the people. They want Jesus to be in heaven in glory. He's on the golden throne in glory. And they want us down here waiting. And we love Jesus if Jesus is real. We love Jesus. We can't wait. We wish Jesus was real. And if Jesus was real, I wouldn't have to use my time on earth to do this. I could use my time on earth to hang out with my wife and my kids all day and do some stuff. And I could be having a marshmallow in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing other things with my existence. Absolutely. I have a great life. Not because I have a bunch of money, a bunch of material stuff, just because I'm wealthy. I'm filthy rich. And it don't come with a bunch of stuff. It comes with the full and divine understanding of self and who I am and what I'm doing here. And I want you to be wealthy too. Your wealth is already built in. You already rich. You are already God's kid. How you gonna be broke if you God's kid? How you gonna not have what you need and be hungry and starving if you God's kid? God already got it. Why are you hungry? And there are people who will starve to death waiting for God to give them food. So there's people who are going to starve to death waiting for God to give them food because they're trying to use God as incorrectly. God don't work like that. Once you understand how your existence works and what you're doing here, then it's already built in. You already built it in to the point where it's not a bunch of begging for blessings. It's not a bunch of begging for blessings. We already doing the job, so we are increasing all the time. Our lives are improving all the time. So we love it, we like it, and be careful with your beliefs. Be careful what you believe, no matter what you believe. We're here to teach you the truth of your existence, and we're coming together every Friday at Return of the Peaceful King, administered by Elder Kenneth Udo, Elder of Nigeria. Much love and respect to the Elder of the African nation state of Nigeria as we grow and proliferate more disciples across the continent of Africa and get unity across the nations with love and truth, and not religion and dogma, not political or corporate greed. Power to the people. Power to the people. And if you can't give them power, okay, at least give them food, water, clothing, shelter, everything they need to be healthy, happy, safe, sustained, so they can have a great life. You can't give them power, give them everything else then. If you can't give them everything else, power to the people. We coming for justice. We coming for justice with love. You know what I'm saying? We coming for justice with love. Because God already knows what's good and what's bad, what's good and what's fake. And we're hoping to teach you what's good and what's bad, what's real and what's fake, with the full and divine understanding that Christ has the knowledge of good and evil. Christ has the knowledge of good and evil. So, don't let them people scare you out your heavenly existence just to keep you in a hellish condition if you believe in the torture and murder of an innocent person for your salvation. And then after you die, then that's when you get your heavenly condition then. God said that's hurtful. And we're going to pick up where we left off. And if you leave off waiting for somebody else to fix your problems, you're going to pick up in an existence where everybody around you is waiting for somebody else to come and fix the problem. And we not being born in that situation no more because we've been born in that situation. That situation is the worst. It don't work. We've been in that situation for the last 2,000 years. And for the last 2,000 years, it ain't been working. We've been enslaved to everything else. And we're not doing that existence anymore. And Jehovah's plan of salvation is hurtful and wrong. We're not doing that no more. We're moving away from that. And we're moving into the new plan of salvation. God's true and divine plan of salvation of prosperity and abundance for all, affordable housing and living. We have the thing. The wrong people are in control of God's resources. And now God is coming to say, hey, what's up with these resource distributions? Who's with God on earth? And if you've been waiting for Christ your whole life, the Jewish people have been waiting for their Messiah for a long time. And the Messiah came and gone at least 3 times.